Hi guys, welcome to CodeChef. So this is the network traffic analyzer project in the weekend of Silence 28. So here we have to fill a certain SQL query. So let's see one by one what we have to fill. The first thing is return all the logs. Second one is return source IP. So let's finish it one by one. Let's see the code. So here they have given all the code. We have just filled the SQL part. So how do you select all the this thing? Logs is simple. One query. Select star. So select star gives you all the records. So select star from logs. Order by the timestamp in the ascending order. So first should be first. First in the timestamp should come first in the ascending order. So this is the first query, that is the return all the logs. Now, second one is top source IPs. So basically we have to count total number of what do you call highest traffic IPs, and we have to give only the top 5. This is the most visited IPs. So how do we do that is select source IP, count as the hit count. So total number of count should be there as count, select everything as hit count, and then from the logs, group by source IP, order by the hit count descending order. So basically hit count is number of times you have entered. So that we have to hit count the total number in the descending order. So that is the total number of visits should be the first, limit to the top 5. So this will give you the top 5 traffic ranking. Second one is done. Third one, most accessed API endpoints. How do you calculate the most accessed API endpoints? Let's see. Select endpoint, count star as total number of hits. Total number of hits to the API count. From the logs, group by endpoint. Order by the total number of hits by in the descending order, limit to top 5. So this will give you total number of API counts. So here it was source IP. Here it is endpoint. So endpoint is basically API count is what we are taking. After that, suspicious IPs. So excessive failed logins. Total number of highest number of failed logins gives you the fake IP. So here, select source IP, count star as failed attempts. So total number of failed attempts, we have to take the total number of failed attempts from logs. The status code should be mentioned. So the status code for the failed login is 401. So where the status code is 401, group by the source IP, you have to group it by the source IP. So total number of failed attempts should be greater than 2. If it is greater than 2, then we consider it. Having failed attempts greater than 2. Order by failed attempts in a descending order. Alright, next one. Frequent server error. Status is 500. So here, when you get status 500, it is a frequent server error. So how do you calculate this? Select endpoint, that is the API key thing, followed by the count total number of such as errors from the logs table where status code is 500, group by endpoint, group by the APIs, endpoint, order in the descending order. Simple. Now the last query is HTTP methods analytics. So get post put. Now select method, counts as usage count. So you have to select the usage count of each method from the logs table, group by method. So HTTP this much, get is this much, post this much, put this much, order by the descending order of the usage count. Simple. I'll run the program. This was quite simple. So you can see this is the total number of logs, all the logs, top IPs. You can see so top IP address, request count in the descending order for request count. Then the endpoint, that is the API slash login at the endpoint has been hit 5 times. Then API data 5 times, followed by all these 3 things. Failed logins. This IP address tried to log in 3 times but failed all 3 times. So that is suspicious. Server errors. So this critical function server error count that with the 500 error number came twice. Method usage is basically get is used 16 times, post put in the descending order. So I'll submit the program. So test case asked, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.